Here we go. Happy Christmas! Ho, 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 ho.
Hop, hop, hop to you, Santa. And welcome to the Happy Boys, everyone. We're going to talk about drinks. I am Brian Bilecki.
And I'm your co-host, of course, the Creepy Uncle of Podcasting, aka Uncle Ice Cream. Hi, Diddle Ho to Ice Cream Nation. Recording live as always from the Ice Creamatorium. I'm the editor-in-chief here at the North Pole Weekly. Dr. Off-Screen reporting for duty. Ice cream
is ice cream.
And ACAB, of course, all ice creams are bastards. I'm your OGC, the original gangsta ice cream.
I get down with the ICEE.
Yeah, you know I see me. And Santa rules everything around me. Santa. Jingle,
jingle bells.
Y'all. Very good.
All right. This one's going to be bad.
This one's going to be good for me. I'm
What
actually
you got
sad.
there?
I'm actually very sad that she gave me this one.
You're going to have to fucking dump it.
Because it's good. I like this beer. I'm actually going to finish my water glass and pour it into a glass so much I like it.
Okay.
So listen to me slurp my water real quick.
I think I spoke too soon. Oh,
You hear that?
sounds like Maggie from The Simpsons. I'm gonna. This is incredible podcasting. So Peter and Gagan had said that the the horn had made them drive off the fucking side of the road.
Peter
That's
did.
gonna do
Gagan
too.
said that Gagan said he was listening to before bed and he would be like on the verge of falling asleep and the horn would wake him up. So he corrected me today when I was talking about it. He said that he didn't so much mind it. It actually helped him listen to more episodes because it would stop him from falling asleep.
Okay.
But I told him
pretty
it's
good.
out, so I don't know how much he likes the cool DJ mix, but I used it in the Blitzball Boys episode before, and Peter was like, "That is fucking awesome." So I'm getting a lot of mixed signals.
Guys
on
never
the whole
heard a
thing.
DJ sting before.
Yeah. Never in his life. So, right now in front of me, I have an Arrowwood Farm beer, Fest Beer
Wow.
Lager.
Okay.
And this is something I picked up when I went to New Paltz this weekend. And
Oh, fun.
you know where I like to grab Arrowwood Farm beers? It's
Yeah.
at the gas station.
That's right.
They have the best deals and the best selection. They have more of a selection of Arrowwood Farm beers than Arrowwood Farm does itself. And they're like
Better deal.
$6 off
Yeah.
each 4-pack. It's crazy. And every time I go back there, I'm like, oh, this is the time where they're going to stop carrying them. Nope, this time they had more than they ever did when I went just recently. It was insane.
And it's not like some like mom and pop store fucking gas station. It's like a mobile. It's like a normal Citgo mobile whatever. It's like a normal gas station.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel strange like bringing up like 12 like 4 packs of craft beer up to the register and just getting it when people are buying like cigarettes next to me.
Yeah.
But they don't seem to mind. It was like I think for 3-4 packs it was $54. Which at Arrowwood I bet you would have been like 70. Who knows?
Yeah. Easy.
You know?
And then you got to tip them there. I'm very against tipping culture. Yeah, I don't believe anyone deserves it. I definitely
don't tip when I'm just getting cans. It depends where I'm at. If I'm at like a place I like, when I go to North Fork, since they're nice to me, and they give me like discounts and stuff. I'll tip on top of the cans. I'm like, all right, you guys give me like buybacks or whatever, so I'll use the bulk of the bill that included the cans to give you like a bigger tip. You know, like you gave me a nice thing, I give you a nice thing.
Right.
But sometimes I try to almost close out before I buy cans so that I tip on like what I got to drink.
Yeah.
Because cans like that doubles the bill.
Yeah, right. It's crazy.
Yeah. Or like I'll just count how many beers I had in my head and I'll just do $2 tip for each beer I got.
Yeah,
You know?
that's a classic.
Rule.
I always like the mentality. John Kelman used to do this. He's like $2 for the first beer and $1 for every beer after that.
I agree, but like Oh, did I
Well,
change it?
that was like 10 years ago, so you got to do
That's what
inflation
I'm gonna
and
say.
all
Like,
that.
especially after
Yeah.
COVID, like things definitely have
Right. Yeah.
changed.
So you bump up $1 for each thing. Three
Yeah.
dollars first one, $2 added. Sure,
Right. Right. That's good.
that's pretty good. I mean, especially since beers are like $10 each now. It's like what the fuck
I
ever.
know. I know. It's hard. I mean, it's actually funny when Gina comes back into town from she was coming back from Ireland. Now she's going to be coming back from England. Will be her new home from London.
Wow.
Uh,
London.
and I don't know what the tipping culture is in London, but when she was in Ireland for a while, she'd come back and like, oh, they don't tip there. So I'm just not. It wasn't exactly. I'm dramatizing it. But she's like, I'm just not gonna tip here. But she would get annoyed when she was like, oh, I forgot you have to tip here. It's so annoying. And then she would almost like since she had been tipping for so long, she would like begrudgingly do it and kind of give a half-assed tip, and I would be like, no, and I would like, I'm giving like, you know what? Just give me the bill, and I would just, I'd rather pay for it and then put the tip on my card instead. If you're just gonna like tip cash and give him like $5
Yeah.
at this time, or like I just can't let that happen. Like, sure, it is stupid that things are this expensive and you have to tip on top of it. They should just pay these people a better wage. But
Yeah.
they're not getting paid that wage, so we have to make up the difference. That's just the way it
It's
is.
capitalism, man.
Yeah.
We want to
Just
keep
because there's a
having.
problem and you don't like it doesn't mean like you can't. You can just
Yeah.
like, oh, they should be getting paid more, so I'm not going to pay them. Like,
All right, guys. Welcome to Socialist Podcast Boys.
yeah,
We're socialism boys.
I'm a social guy, social butterfly.
I'm a social drinker, social buyer, social economics person.
Yeah.
I like all social things.
Like all social things.
I just like hanging out with people. So like if I get to hang out with people more because we're all on the unemployment line, because we're all socialists, I'm gonna really fucking do it.
I don't know if I like hanging out with people. Is it? Do you get to a point where you don't want to
Just
hang out with people
overall.
anymore? Yeah.
All the time. I told the other day I was playing board games and I told my friends. They were like, "Oh
Get
man,
the
I almost
fuck
like
out
called."
of my house.
Well, I was at someone else's house, but they were
Okay.
telling me,
You told
"Oh
me to get
man,
out still.
they're like, I almost called off tonight, and I just didn't want to disappoint anyone by like calling off tonight." And I said,
Like, no, I'd have been so happy.
"Let me
if
tell
did.
you, I love hanging out with you guys, and I will do it whenever I can. But the moment I have plans and you tell me don't come over, it is the biggest dopamine rush of my life. I get to stay home and not do anything. That's awesome. That's so great. I don't have to play this board game for 6 hours. Crazy.
Yeah.
We were not playing Monopoly though.
Hey,
we were not.
I didn't say anything.
You implied. You were thinking about it.
I was wishing you were.
6-hour board game. That's got to be Monopoly, right?
You
No,
can
it's
finish it-
not!
You can finish it in 4 and you know it.
Yeah, if people want to play the fucking game.
Yeah.
Nicole sent me a reel the other day that was like the masculine urge to get angry at people not taking their turns during board games. And I'm
Oh,
like,
she showed me that video. Yeah,
that's
is you.
me. I just want to get through this shit so I can either talk to people or leave.
Right. And I'll be definitely one of the people holding it up.
Can't be doing that.
Because it gets to a point where if I'm losing, I stop caring. So I want to be silly.
That's the worst. That's the worst.
Or even if I do care, I know it bothers people to be silly. So I will still have my move plan, but I'll be silly to like as like a play in the game.
Oh my god, miserable! What a miserable person to play with. Infuriating.
Yeah, especially if it's a game like you could play on autopilot. I'm like, oh, okay. I have a lot of turns
Yeah.
until I want to distract everybody.
Right, just roll the dice, and then it's like, okay, well, I didn't get the thing I wanted, so I guess I'm just gonna keep going. It is insane that Monopoly takes that long. That people are like, what am I gonna do with this turn? Roll the dice, then find out.
Every chance you get the chance to buy,
matter.
just fucking buy everything. Buy everything. If you go bankrupt, go bankrupt. Just buy it all. I'll tell you how to play right now. Buy it all. I will say the one thing I will say though, about I think what gives me that mentality of being like a little stinker, I think is playing a lot of times with people that are like experts at a thing and I'm brand new. I'm like, well, this is the playing field's already way uneven and I don't even really want to be here. You know, I think that's
fair.
what part of makes you want to be like that. When everyone is equally good at it, like when we play like Mario Kart, for instance, that we were talking about last episode.
Yeah.
Or maybe the episode before that, who knows?
Gotta go
At this
back.
point. We are all on relatively equal playing field because we've had this game. We've been playing Mario Kart 8 for 10 years.
Literally,
So-
yes.
we get mad at ourselves. We all take it very seriously because it's like it's a real competition. But when there's like not
Right.
when it's not a real competition, when it's like, all right, one of two people could win and there's 8 playing, then it's like, well,
Yeah.
I understand why half the crowd gets uninterested.
100%.
You know,
I would agree with that.
yeah. So that's the thing. I think there's got to be games that you like. There's an easier level of entry or less of a barrier of entry, I guess, to
Yeah.
get everybody on board for sure. Or like, hey, we're gonna do like a practice round, and then like even like that entire play session. Sometimes you have to like understand like this might not be like a fun time, but hopefully they'll like it enough that
No,
they'll want to
yeah.
come back next time and they'll be better at it. Maybe, you know.
My my friends have been trying to get me to play this game called Twilight Imperium 4, and it's literally like people say it's the best board game ever made, and my friends are agreeing with that
Uh
statement.
huh.
And they're like, "You have to play this game. You're gonna fucking hate it the
Right.
first 5 hours,
Right.
but every game you play after that's gonna be awesome." I'm like, I don't know if I want to do
Yeah.
that.
Like knowing that
That
that's
sounds
part of
awful.
it sounds tough. Like I want to
Yeah,
get over that hump, but I don't want to get through the slog first. It's gonna
I get,
yeah to
I get
dive in and be like, all right, 5 hours of
right.
shit sounds great.
Yeah,
It's tough.
I guess it's like JRPGs, right? That first 5 hours, you're like, this is the most boring shit of all time,
Yeah.
and then you get to the meat, and you're like, all right, this is good.
You know, I'm still waiting for that meat part of Mario and Luigi Brothership.
30 hours in, where's the
Where's
fucking
the
meat?
meat? Where's the meat? Yeah, that is true though. But it's at the same time with that's a perfect kind of comparison. If you're a lover of that art form or the game, then you know that's the case, so you'll be willing to
Right.
get through that part. But if you're new to the genre, you'll be like,
Yeah.
"The fuck?" You won't get past that the bullshit. You
Right.
know. So I'm sure you'll do it at some point.
Yeah. They'll force me.
What'll be one of the games you're
Um,
playing for that session? You're like, all right,
it
well, I'm
it's
here.
true. This beer I haven't
Uh huh.
talked about it yet.
Okay.
Traditions Gerbrow,
Okay.
Gerbrow. It's an imperial porter.
Oh,
Which is why I said this is gonna be bad.
interesting.
Pairing with a dark brown hue and beautiful tan head, wink wink, that promises a rich experience with hints of figs, malts, raisins. There's a depth to the aromatics, followed by flavors unfolding to reveal smooth elements of chocolate, toffee, and malt.
What have we
This
got
might be
percentage on that guy?
this is 8%. It's big.
Okay.
Um, this might be the best imperial porter I've ever had.
Wow. Wow.
For like hands down, it is like
Wow.
it's so well balanced
Does it have a
in
little bit
just
of
about every
sweetness?
way. It's a little bit of sweet. It's got that little like a little bit of booze on the nose.
Yeah.
It's like it has like a touch of that coffee.
Okay.
Um, and it's like it's good.
All right.
It's really good.
So because sometimes I've had imperial stouts that aren't like flavored or anything like that, and they're just dry as shit, and then taste like all of the elements of stout that I don't like.
Yeah.
And sometimes we've talked about this plenty of times before that sometimes anything dark like porters or stouts can be way over sweetened because they're trying to give you like
Oh yeah.
graham cracker porter, and it's just like
Right.
disgusting. That's good to know that this one is a plain guy, just regular imperial porter, and has like
Yeah.
elements that you would like to find in like a darker beer, just but like they're more
Right.
subtle. It sounds like.
Yeah. I think that subtlety is key here. Where get it? There it is. There's our. Oh my god. Turn the hat around. Turn the hat around.
It's Drownlands.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah. It is not sweet. It is a little bit like yeah, I guess dry is the good way to put it. But it's just like I don't know. The way I imagine it is like Guinness. If Guinness was like more alcohol and better.
Yeah. Okay.
Like
That makes a lot of sense actually though. Like I could picture that. You said going into this one this is going to be your least favorite, and it changed your
yeah,
entire life,
it did.
and you're a
It
good man because of it. Finally,
I think I'm a better man. Betterman.
Betterman.
Did we already make that joke on this series? I
Yeah.
think we did.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Couple
No.
times. Oh
I
yeah.
make that better man joke every day.
I think you had a specific example of it too.
Yeah. Message us in the comments if you remember what that was. If you remember what that better man joke was.
Yeah. Yeah. Tell us, please. I'm sure
We're
he's
not
really
huge
good.
Pearl Jam folks here, but I mean they're good. Eddie
Yeah,
Vedder's good.
he's good. He's good.
You have a favorite grunge band off like the big four?
Um, I'd say Soundgarden only because I like Chris Cornell the best himself.
Yeah, he's cool.
He's the best, and I think I maybe even just like Audio Slave better than
Yeah.
Soundgarden, just because it's like Rage if they had a singer.
Yeah,
Yeah. Um, but yeah, that's
pretty
probably.
much.
I don't know if that's like a popular take or not. I think people was mostly saying Nirvana. I like some of their songs too, but I think they just got so overplayed, which somehow they like after the fact, after he died, like they became almost like a pop group in the way that they're played. Like, oh, everyone should love this, so let's overplay their most popular songs, and I think they
Yeah.
just got overdone for me. Not their fault.
Yeah, I mean that's why Kurt put a fucking bullet in his brain. So
They're playing too much of my songs.
I
Dead.
mean, literally, he's like, I fucking hate this shit. This sucks. I hate what this is.
Oh, okay.
I mean, they literally like never like he came off of Nevermind. Was like, this is so overproduced. Like it's like I'm gracious
Oh
that
wow,
it made us famous, but like it is so disgustingly overproduced
it was
that
not what
like
he wanted.
when they made In Utero, yeah, they were like, let's do the exact opposite, and that's
Mm.
why In Utero is like so
So raw.
garage bandy. Yeah,
Cool. One last thing
Pete
before
Albany,
Slayer
what a
names.
genius.
If you have never heard the Brandy Carlisle version of Soundgarden's something, I forgot what the song exactly is called, but something with my one eye shut or whatever that song is.
Oh, okay.
I can
I don't
find
know.
it quick.
I'm not
But there's she
familiar.
does a song with Soundgarden because they have they've played live songs with her because she
Yeah.
wants to be like the touring singer for them. It
Oh,
is
okay.
fucking really really good.
That's cool.
I'll find it by the next episode. Stay
Yeah.
tuned.
Okay. Great.
Yeah.
We'll
Slayer
play it
name.
on air, folks.
I have it hooked up already, so we could.
Slay. Another Slay.
Slay,
3 slays in a
Slay.
row.
Arrowwood makes good beers, and I'm so obsessed with lagers recently. Fest beer lager, very
Yeah.
fun. Little smoky.
Is it farmhouse or just a
It's
lager?
not just straight lager. It's got like nice.
Oh wow.
It tastes very woody. Like they had like the kettle open while they were having a fire outside. It just tastes
Yeah.
delicious. It's fun.
That's fun.
Yeah, we're on a roll again. Good beers. Beers
All
are
right.
good. Yeah.